How to use your smartphone camera to photograph the dandyism movement. This is going to be a fast lesson, y'all. So get dressed up, get ready. The dandyism movement is above elegance, is about elegance, individuality, and storytelling through style. So, smartphone photography could reflect that same level of intentionality. Since the Met Gala 2025 celebrated Black dandyism with the theme Superfine Tailoring Black Style, our Touchbase Daily community can embrace this aesthetic with refined, expressive photography. Here are some smartphone photography tips tailored to the movement. Emphasize texture and detail. Dandyism thrives on luxurious fabrics, sharp tailoring, and bold accessories. Use macro mode or get close-up shots highlighting textures like velvet and silk and intricate embroidery. That's the beauty of dandyism, is all of those layers of fabrics. Yes, photographing them. Play with light and shadows. Dandies know how to make an entrance, and lighting plays a huge role. Use natural light for soft elegance or harsh directional light to create dramatic shadows that embrace the sophistication of their portraits. Notice, a lot of times we say don't use the flash, but this is a place you might want to use the flash, but on a low. You could put a low flash on your camera, on your smartphone, on your camera. Shoot with intent and make it dramatic. Like you saw in the old movies where you got those big flashing bulbs of people getting photos taken of themselves, or boom, pop and boom of all of the flashing lights. So if you want to tell a story about dandyism, you might want to use a flash at night. But the best photos also come from natural light, depending on how you want to tell your story. The fabrics, the layerings. Use foreground composition. Since we have been exploring foreground composition for our Tip Tuesday post, we did that a couple of weeks, right? We did foreground composition. This is a great time to apply it. To add depth and storytelling, you can frame your subjects with mirrors, ornate furniture, or vintage props, like taking a picture through railings, taking a picture as a reflection in the mirror. So instead of taking a picture of the person facing you, you can take a picture of them facing you from the mirror and the back of them facing into the mirror. Creating a whole story. Think like a movie director, thinking like cinematic photography. You can frame your subjects with mirrors, ornate furniture, or vintage props. Nice. Lisa says, we definitely need to ask Jelani to be a photographer. His black and whites would be perfect. Exactly. Love that idea. Capture movement and pose. Let's do that. Poise, I should say. Poise. Dandyism isn't just about clothing. It is about confidence and presence. Use burst mode on your camera. You can go into burst where it goes pop, 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 pop. So you get several shots in a sequence. Then you pick the best ones out of the several shots. You can go put your camera in burst mode, or slow shutter apps to capture the fluidity of a tailored coat in motion, or the effortless grace of a subject adjusting their cufflinks. Right? Think about that. Think about that. You have tools on your smartphone to be able to do that and take great photos of your neighbors, the folks going to church. I guarantee you, people are going to start dressing more in the light of dandyism than we've seen in a while, in a long time. So take advantage of it. Here's a little clue also. If you see people out there dressing in dandyism, most of them want to be photographed. Most of them want to be photographed. That's always a clue. If you want to say, who can I photograph in the streets doing street photography? The folks that are dressed in dandyism. They want to be photographed. And there you have it, a great subject, a model right there on the street that you can photograph. And also the accessories, obviously, just throwing these in here. Edit with a classic touch. For post-processing, use warm tones, rich contrasts, and subtle grain to evoke the timeless elegance of Black dandyism. Apps like Vesco, Snapseed, which I talk about all the time, Lightroom, mobile can help refine the aesthetic. This is a time also that grainy, you can have an ISO a little higher up, you can have a high ISO for those that know what that means. And the grain works because of the period of the clothing, right? To give it almost that timeless look. The grainy image is going to work in your favor when shooting dandyism. All the ties and stuff. I just threw some of these photos in there. There's no photos, just photo stock photos for dandyism. And here we go. Tell a story through portraits. Go beyond just fashion photography. Capture expressions, gestures, and interactions that reflect the personality and philosophy behind dandyism. In conclusion, since we are deeply engaged in community building, this could be a great opportunity to feature photos on your social media platforms, showcasing how different photographers interpret the movement. What do you think? What do you think? You can post. Let's say you take your camera out this week, or this weekend, or during the summer. Just hashtag touchbasedaily. Since we have a community, right? Go on, do your photograph somebody in dandyism, and then hashtag touchbasedaily, right? Or touchbasedaily dandyism, but I would say touchbasedaily. And then as a community, we can see you doing your work, and we can support your work, and we can give you a shout out on your page and share about your photos. Since we are building community here, right? So that's a great opportunity to build community. I hope you learned something in this lesson. This lesson was definitely, I thought, since it was the subject of the day was dandyism, why not, you know me, use it as a vehicle to teach, right? To learn something new, learn a new perspective in your photography. There you go. Good ideas just came back in, says Cass. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to share some. And as we are heading out, make sure let me get that comment off the board there, and join my email list. So go to my website, go to my webpage, and go to ronlouisphotos.com, and you can sign up to the email list So that way, if they take away our internet, we can still connect by email. We need to connect by email. Email is the longest form of communication in technology to this day. Everything else has gone, but our emails stay the same. Also, if you are interested in event photography and you're looking for an event photographer, I am he. So give me a call. Slide into my DMs. I do event photography. That is my function. That is how I make my moolah, my money, is through event photography. So you could be a great referral. You could be a great referral to your friends that I can do their work. Also, again, I always want to say thank you to my Patreon members who support what we do here. You too can become a Patreon member and supporting what we do here, the lessons that we do, paying for the StreamYard, paying for the Canva and all the other stuff that we do here. You can help too. So become a Patreon member. And definitely also want to shout out to one of our major supporters here, Rolling Clouds. They are coming with their branding. The branding is already out, but they will be coming to market soon. And so getting their name out into the world. And this is Rolling Clouds, which is a cigar company here, Black owned and female owned cigar company. Okay. And they support us heavily. So thank you to Rolling Clouds. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed this time in Dandyism, and we had a wonderful share of it's so much out there today. If you just go through your feeds on Instagram or TikTok or all the platforms, you're going to see a lot of coverage. Again, you got Dandyism also in Sinners. Go check out Sinners. I got a Sinners ticket. I got a ticket to see Sinners. Finally, they expanded the IMAX here in New York City, and it's selling out quickly. And I was able to grab a ticket. Yes. So anyway, guys, have a great day. Have a great night. Have a great week. Enjoy. And I will see you tomorrow. And later. Hello, and thank you for joining us today. Make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, and leave a comment on this video. I would love to hear from you. Thank you again. Until I see you next time.